it to the campus.
Stay right there.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound.
Opening fire! Wait,
Not holding back.
I'll get you.
I'll get you for that.
Take this, asshole!
What? Crap all.
Got here. Someone's down. I thought
Who's down? Answer me! Regen! Something's not right. Where? Stay behind cover!
You want to see what I can do? Hit him!
Damn it. The true sons have turned them in current position. Find a way down there, but proceed with caution.
What's up, agents? Patrick Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 build video. Today's video is going to be my best solo SMG build. This is the build that I use when I go into any kind of solo mission, or when I'm playing solo, any kind of legendary mission, heroic mission, whatever it may be, even some challenging missions. This is the most efficient build for me, personally. So this is going to entail an SMG that does a lot of damage, 1400 RPM. You can actually clear on heroic a whole room of NPCs, golden NPCs, with one magazine. I know that sounds insane, and a lot of you guys would have seen this before. I have posted previous videos with the same weapon that we're going to be using, but it is so good, and a lot of people overlook this weapon. I know there's other weapons that are, that are newer, and a lot of people want to use the newer weapons, but you have to go back to this beautiful SMG. And the way that I've set up this build, we're going to have 55,000 armor regen, 160% crit damage, and we also get 30% weapon damage added on because of the memento backpack, a whole bunch of other stuff as well, more health in our shield. So this is going to be high survivability and extremely high damage and sustained damage, which is very important when playing solo. A lot of times if you use a gun for example, like the Vector. Reloading is when you're most vulnerable. That's why there are talents like Protected Reload as well, is for that reason. How many times have you died because you need to reload your gun and the NPC just gets that last tap on you even though he's one shot from going down? So I know you guys understand what I'm saying. Let's get straight into this video. Right, specialization. We're going to be utilizing the gunner specialization. I know, it's quite strange. Normally we would go for firewall or technician, but the reason why we're going to be using gunner is because we have stacked some status effect onto this build. We can actually Banshee Pulse the entire room of NPCs. And because we have got certain stacking attributes, we've stacked some attributes of status effect in our build at some places. I'll showcase a special pair of gloves as well. We're going to be utilizing this beautiful thing right here. So the Banshee Pulse is very, very good. It disorientates enemies, confuses them, and it's very, very good because you can charge it up. It's like a blast, and the more you charge it up, the further it goes and it focuses the beam. So just practice in the range if you've never used it before. So we're going to be utilizing SMGs. So obviously I was testing another build out. So what you would need to do is you would just take off whatever you're not using and just put SMGs. I always forget to do this. It is quite annoying. Also, the nice thing about this is we'll be getting ammo, regenerating ammo, which is good because you will be blitzing through ammo with this gun. And I'm going to showcase, as you guys can see, what I'm using. It's the chatterbox. So we're going to be getting rid of ammo very quickly. This will help us get it back. Also, rate of fire increases by 5% on kill for 5 seconds. So this actually stacks up with the chatterbox, which is unbelievably good. So make sure you guys utilize this barrage talent. If you don't have your specialization maxed out, make sure this is up because this will, the rate of fire is sometimes seems more than the Vector. So just go for it. It's really, really good. And I think it will be more than the Vector. It's probably the highest RPM gun in the game. Obviously, we're not counting utilizing Striker's 3-piece. Right, so we've got weapon handling as well. We've got a whole bunch of stuff with Banshee, and every third reload is going to be faster. It's 50% faster, which is good, even though the reload speed for this gun is quite quick. We also get 10% armor on kill, which is great. So once you have decided or chosen that specialization, like I said before, we're going to be utilizing the Banshee, and all the other things go well with this build, so I would definitely recommend using that specialization called the gunner. So let's take a look at the build. So as you guys saw from the gameplay, we're going to be utilizing the chatterbox. So what happens is I'm going to explain exactly how the gun works very shortly. When you see quite a few NPCs, even if you don't need to reload, you must reload because that gives you that insane RPM. And then when you kill an NPC, you get back most of your bullets. So you can just carry on firing. The sustained damage is unmatched. And because we're going to be collecting lots of stacks with the memento bag, we're going to be getting Intimidate up, which gives us 35% multiplicative damage. And we have got a lot of critical hit damage here. The Grupo, 1-piece, the 2-piece Sokolov for the SMG damage and crit damage, and the named Murakami knee pads, Emperor's Guard, which gives us 1% armor regen to get a max amount of 55,000 armor regen when everything is stacked up. Also, we have these beautiful gloves right here, Firm Handshake, which gives us 15% status effect. These are God Roll, very, very nice, perfect for this build. Now, also, the Hunter Killer chest piece. You need to kill all of the hunters in New York to obtain this beautiful chest piece. Cassie Mendoza is selling a decent one right now, so make sure you guys go and farm this. Also, this gives us 40%, so it's not 35 because we have the Hunter Killer, the perfect Intimidate. It's 40% multiplicative damage. Very, very good. So you don't have to use this. The reason why we've gone for Golan is because we want to increase our status effect because of the Banshee Pulse. So this is very, very powerful. I really do enjoy it. The nice thing about this is the cooldown is low and the effect duration is almost 7 seconds. NPCs won't even be able to shoot you back. It's very efficient. It works great. And I really, really recommend using the skill with this build. It just matches it perfectly because we want to get up close and personal to the NPCs. This really does work in legendary content as well because of the status effect that we can apply. Now, you don't have to use the Banshee. Like I said, guys, use it as a template. You can change this up as much as you want. The Stinger Hive, even if you don't want to use the shield, you could pop on the Stinger Hive, any kind of status effect, maybe even a chem launcher with Riot Foam. That would be really good because then you would incapacitate the enemy, make them unable to move, and you could run up to them and blast them in the face. So, 1.3 million armor. Now, it's important to take note that we will be getting a lot of extra damage in this build. Now, take note, we have got 160% critical hit damage, and our base weapon damage for this beautiful chatterbox will go over 105,000 bullets, which is ridiculous considering that the RPM will go over 1400. So the chatterbox, this is a very, very strong SMG. If you guys don't know how to get it, I think I've made guides in the past, or just Google it, go on YouTube, you guys will see some guides. So we have got Incessant Chatter. So this rolls natively with 9% critical hit damage, which is good. 60 round magazine, very, very nice. And 700 RPM, 89k base, depending on your build. So whenever you reload, rate of fire is increased by 20%. That stacks 5 times, that's 100%, which means we'll be getting 1400 RPM for each enemy within 15 meters. So you need to be enemies within 50 meters from you. So that's why when you see a bunch of them reload your gun, that gives you that insane RPM. And the great thing about this, that's not even the best part of this build. The best thing is kills refill 50% of your mag. So you get 30 bullets back, which is ridiculous. So that's how I can continuously fire and kill waves of NPCs without even reloading. So the sustained damage is one of the best in the game. Obviously the Bullet King never ends, but this is just as close because you have a high RPM and you get all that native crit chance and crit damage. It's a lovely gun, and I know a lot of you guys do love it. It's one of the best guns in the game, in my opinion, for solo PvE. It's really, really powerful. So with the secondary weapon, you can go for whatever you want. InSync is good because it'll give you quite a lot of burst damage off the bat. So I've got the G36. Just mod it to get your crit chance up to 60%. It's going to be a bit more difficult because we don't have to focus too much on crit chance because the SMG rolls a lot on a base already. Then card custom, you could hold this out and you can utilize it if you want to use a different kind of skill. But remember, you can't really hold them both when you're using the Banshee Pulse. You actually can do it with this, but some skills you just got to be wary because you won't get the skill tier unless you're actually holding the pistol. You have it, it cannot be holstered. Right, so we're going to go through the pieces now. So this is going to be quite simple. We want to get quite a bit of status effect, armor regen, and we want to get as much damage as possible because we need to be able to rip the NPCs down. If we don't, that's the thing. If you run up to an NPC, this is how I gauge a build like this. When I run up to an NPC, a golden one, if I cannot kill him in one magazine, I need to increase my damage. That's why 1.3 million is very good. You can even use 1.1, but I would not recommend going any more than 1.3 because we need to be able to hit as much damage as possible. So once we get the kill, then we get our magazine filled, we reload. You can even just reload anyway because it's a quick reload, but you can just continuously fire and dish out huge amounts of damage because the burst damage is really, really nice. Burst and sustain because you can carry on shooting and you get that insane RPM. So you could use, if you really wanted to, what I recommend you could do is maybe take out the Grupo and put another golem to give you another 1% armor regen to give you more survivability, but that's completely up to you, but that's another idea. Right, so on every single modification I've put crit damage because it's easy to get crit chance with SMG, so it's up to you. Grupo one piece, 15% crit damage. We've got crit chance, crit damage, weapon damage, god roll piece. Chest piece, golem, hunter kill, like I said, try and farm all the hunters guys, it's worth it. Very, very nice piece here that I've got. Crit damage, armor regen, armor with the status effect one piece, which gives us duration and, effect duration for the status effect. And then if you're using like a chem launcher or a fire launcher, igniter chem launcher, that'll increase the burn duration and damage. But with regards to the Banshee Pulse, it's just the effect duration of the pulse. So let's go through this now. So like I said before, crit damage, armor regen you can roll as well. If you need extra crit chance and you have one with crit chance, that's okay. It just, you're trying to get to that 60% cap. Then the holster and the gloves. So we've got 2-piece Socle of Concern, crit damage, crit chance, weapon damage. Now you can have armor regen here as well. You can get it as much armor regen as you want, but like I said before, we've got some armor on kill as well. So you don't, I kind of think I've balanced it correctly. 55,000 plus the armor on kill, which is quite significant. So SMG damage, critical hit damage with a 2-piece, perfect. We get more crits. So 60% of our, here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that it's not 60% of your magazine, it's 60% chance per bullet. So we have 60% chance to crit, and because we've got so much crit damage, it's just beneficial to us. So we've got this right here. I see a lot of people making the mistake of running like a 1-piece Walker Harris. That's only really good if you're running, extremely low RPM weapons with low crit chance. But this, for us, we want crit damage. Now, obviously the Coyote's Mask would be good, but the Memento bag is just too strong. So the gloves, firm handshake. If you guys don't know how to get this, I have made a guide on YouTube, or just like I said, go and have a look and just Google it. You'll see how to get it. If you want a full description, I'm not entirely sure I made a video on how to get this. It was quite long ago, but I'll put it in the description if I find it after speaking about this. So this is very nice because it's a Sokolov, so it matches this build perfectly. We get that 15% status effect, which is a lot, so it's definitely worth it. If you don't have ones as good as mine, it's okay, but I got weapon damage, armor regen, status effect, which is pretty perfect for this combination. Then, like I said before, make sure you guys use these Emperor's Guard for that 1% armor regen. I got crit damage rolled on mine. These are quite difficult to find good ones, so just keep farming. You might get some. Go in the DZ when it's knee pads. That's the best time to get it, or Murakami. So, Memento Bag, as you guys know, this is one of the best pieces in the game. It actually makes content really easy now. I'm going to be honest, I can use this build in Legendary and actually not even break a sweat because of the Memento Bag. It's just too good. So, the short-term buffs are not even that important, but for us, the 10% bonus armor is the best, and skill efficiency is really nice as well because that gives our shield health, up to 2 million health when we are fully stacked. So that's something to take note of. But, you know, the weapon damage is nice, but those are the things that really mean something to me, and the long-term buffs. So once you've understood that you get more damage, more bonus armor, and skill efficiency is everything. Skill haste, skill damage, skill health. That's why it adds to all of that. So the nice thing is our Banshee Pulse will be getting even further more effect duration because of this, because skill efficiency applies to it as well. So for every trophy, and that's also skill S, so we get it back quicker. For every trophy collected, gain, this is the long-term buffs. Gain 1% weapon damage up to 30%, 30% skill efficiency, that's 30% health for our shield, and 0.1% armor, so that's a 3% armor regen for 300 seconds, which is maximum stacks of 30, which is very, very nice. I think it's about 5 minutes. So it's very, very powerful, very potent. I put a crit chance mod because I need to get that beautiful 60%. So re-roll this bag, try get it as close to God roll as you can. Mine's okay. I can even just go and use the optimization station. It's 75% cheaper, so make sure you guys do that. So I really do enjoy this build. Let's go through the skills quickly. So the Banshee Pulse, when you guys mod it, remember we have got some nice, proper mods from the actual specialization. 15% radius, which is nice, and we've also got one here for 15% effect duration. Very important, utilize this. Then with the shield, just put active regen or holstered regen and shield health. Statistics, you guys can go through it. Pause the video if you want to look. 160% crit damage, 60% crit chance, and then over here we've got armor on kill 128 and 22k baseline armor regen, which goes up to 55%. So 128,000 armor on kill is very, very nice. You guys can pause the video if you want to see any of the other statistics. But yeah, that's the build. I love this build. It's really, really powerful. Honestly, like this is the build I've been using for weeks now. This is the one that a lot of people have been asking me, how do you farm solo so efficiently? And I will be streaming on Twitch after this video goes live. So if you guys want to come and see, I can showcase it. I will be using it if you want to see how I'm utilizing this in any kind of content in the game. I'll be doing some heroic missions for the, the bounties and everything like that. I've already farmed all of the Resident Evil caches, so make sure you guys do that. As you can see, I got the mask and the nice jacket. So I really do enjoy this build. Everything that works, the Banshee Pulse, the RPM, the damage, the consistent sustained and high burst damage, the armor regen, it just matches my playstyle and it works really well. High damage, high survivability. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. How would you change it up to suit your playstyle? Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll be seeing everybody in the next video. Peace out, guys.